Hello, hello, hello. What is up, everybody in YouTube land? It's your friend, your buddy, Gorilla Todd. Always here to hang out with you, talk comics. Got to turn my light on. I see it's a little dark. Now we got a little clarity in the vision. Got the alerts going crazy like they always do. Let me take a moment to make sure my alerts are handled. I don't want to hear dinging over and over and over. But yeah, I'm just going to do my little Tuesday preview. I got some books, basically the new book set you'll see in your shops tomorrow. I got some of those to show. And then just a little talk if anybody's hanging out. You know, we'll just go through the books, chit chat, talk about some comics, and if you guys got any questions or whatever, I can address them. If anybody has a question about the contest or anything that's going on, I can definitely address those too. So how we doing tonight? How we doing? Let's see. Okay, so what did I get this week? This was my lightest Vampy week ever. I got one copy. This is a pretty cool Perillo cover. Vengeance of Vampirella 15. So I got the one single cover. I got Usagi Yojimbo. That's a Peach Momoko. That's the Warriors Road, number 4. What's up, LJ? Just doing a little preview. Did pick up a copy of Crossover 4 to read with Madman on the cover. I read Madman back when it first came out from Tundra. So that's kind of cool to see him get a little notoriety. Got the new issue of Ice Cream Man. This is 23. So they did like a talk show cover. And then we got... That's the other cover. Yeah, that's what I was saying, man. It's good to see Madman. What? Nah, I'm just doing my Tuesday preview. You want to hop on, man? You're welcome, Spidey. You let me know here. I'll make it easy. I've been popping around the different streams all night. Oh, yeah. I just want to delete it. Oh, you're at work. Oh, it's later, I thought, but that's cool. Well, now it's out there. That's all good. But, just doing a little preview. Let's see. Okay, I don't know if I'll go that long, but if I do, I do. Got this as the new issue of Spawn, the Capullo McFarlane cover, 315. Cool cover, Spawn on a perch. Then we got this one's pretty dope. Nice lady, sort of a lady Spawn. And then we got the Violator. Spawn with the Violator. And then this is the black and white 1 in 5 variant. For this issue. That's pretty cool. We got some Spawn books. What else? What else? I ordered this Captain Marvel cover. I like robots, so I thought this looked cool. Captain Marvel 26. This is the Mech Strike variant. I didn't do all these. I just, for some reason, like the red and blue. So I picked that one up. Picked up this Marvel Voices Legacy #1. Cool Miles Morales cover. Yeah, Gundam Marvel. You got that right. What's up, Spooky? I love the Ghost and the Gorilla. Yeah, Gundam Marvel. That's pretty much what it looks like. You know, I had a good day. I had a dinner with my aunt and my cousin. Friday. It was a nice night. I got X-Men 18, a Peach Momoko cover with X-23. Decent enough. Peach Momokos are starting to kind of blend together for me. Maybe I've just seen so many of them. And then I ordered a couple of these. This is Future State Batman, Superman #2, but I really ordered this just because it's an Art Adams cover. Yeah, I did. I did get to it. Well, it was sorbet, I think. I don't know. It was good. I had pineapple and roasted almond ice cream or whatever it was. This is a pretty cool Superman and Batman fighting some kind of giant pig. Last time I think I remember him drawing Superman and Batman was in like Action Comics Annual #1. It's pretty cool. That's one more from my Art Adams collection. And then I got Dark Detective #4. Oh, this is a Brian Boland cover. That's why I got. This is a Brian Boland cover, so I thought it looked pretty cool. And this is, I picked this book up, Stray Dogs. Got a nice Silence of the Lambs homage cover. Look at those cute little puppy eyes. Freaking. And then that's the other cover. So that's pretty much the preview. Matt Spidey, these are the books from Tacoma for you. So those came in. So that's some more books coming your way. Yeah, the puppies, the This guy, yeah. Or this one. So what's going on with everybody? Looks like it's late. We got a few of you hanging out. Give it a little bit of time, see if anybody pops in. If you guys got any questions, let me know. Hey, you want to see what's in the box, Mad Spidey? I can show you. We got Warlock and the Infinity Watch. Some Invincible Iron Man. That's the Moon Dragon. Then we got some Vision, Scarlet Witch. Some more Vision and Scarlet Witch. Yeah, I think you got the whole series here, it looks like. That's cool, LJ. Yeah, number 12's in there pretty good. It's in a Mylar. It's like the same size as the box. So I'll have to dig it out when I have a little bit more time to pay attention to it. I don't want to half do it. I got a question for the 5 of you watching. When you watch an online auction, how does it make you feel when people are selling books? When they sell them from an angle of, I mean, those boxes are pretty foolproof, honestly. Mad Spidey, these are the same boxes I use. They're pretty foolproof. You get the books in here, and it's going to be hard to damage them. It's 200-pound cardboard. It's good stuff. What's up, Tim? Good to see you. So I'm curious. You guys know me. I approach the books more from a point of view of, I've been a reader since I was 8 years old. I love the art. I mean, I don't necessarily read a ton of new books, but I've read thousands of comic books in my life, like many of you. And I recognize that's, there's different reasons people collect, and have no desire to impose the way I collect on anybody else. I don't care if you collect covers, if you collect for art, if you collect for writing. To me, we all love comics. That's why we do this stuff. That's why we're part of the YouTube comic community, right? We love comics. And I think about my approach to even when I'm selling books. And I can't say I've never addressed like the hype of a book or the fact that it's a TV show or whatever, but I don't know. I'm wondering, what do you guys think about when you hear sellers refer to like, oh, this is option. This is going to be a big hit. So get this now. I'm curious what you guys think about that. Is that something you guys look for? I wonder. Are people just looking for the books they want to get? You guys like kind of know what you're looking for? So I'm just curious if anybody had any opinions. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm not a big fan of speculation in general. Like, I think I mean, I buy books and I sell them for more than I pay, but it's not really speculation. It's I usually buy either in a large quantity where I'm getting them at enough of a discount that I know I can flip them and still be reasonable, and you know, make a small profit, make a fair profit, and still not charge an arm and a leg. Warlock says you got to be realistic because development takes a long time, but if you're into it, you need to buy early. Spooky says, I appreciate the info, but it doesn't sway me to buy. Yeah, I mean, I think it comes down to we all see the same news and the same information. I don't think that, anybody has a huge advantage in what they know or what they don't know. I really don't. The internet, the news breaks fast enough and it breaks wide. I think, I don't know. I'm just, as a collector, I'm always driven. Like, even when you hear me say, hey, that's another Art Adams cover for my collection, I love Art Adams art. So him doing a cover with Batman and Superman, that's enough for me to want to put that book into the collection. Other things I buy because I want to read them. LJ the Geek says, hey, you sell however you want to. I buy what I want and live with. And that's really what I do. Not follow the hype. Anyone just, yeah. Because I'll tell you, I've been on both ends of the negative, of like being on the bad end of that hype train. People buy what they want if they are real collectors. Yeah, that would be my hope. Sincerely, I don't want you to buy a book because I convinced you to buy it. I don't want to sell you a book because unless I tell you like this is one of my favorite artists and you look at it and you like it and then you want to buy it. But I don't want to convince you like, hey, this is going to be on Netflix and that's what I don't know. I think it's a sales pitch. It's like sort of a snake oil salesman. What's coming. We all know what's coming on Netflix for the next however many years. Sometimes that causes the book to go for more in an auction. That's just what the market's bearing. LJ says, I mostly buy what my eyes like. It's all about the visual of a cover for me. And that's cool too. Yeah. I mean, I do make just cover buys. Sometimes I see news and I'm like, oh, I got these books. Yeah, it's always nice when you like see something and then you're like, oh, I know I got that in my collection. That's cool. Let's see, it's more of a fact. Mad Spidey says it's more of a fact. Certain comic shops selling a spec book for 3 to 5 times the price in the first week of release. It's just wrong. Yeah, I mean that's kind of what I'm getting at, because 9 times out of 10 they don't hold value. They just don't. Tim, these words, the most valuable books I have are the books that sat in boxes for years before they became hot properties. Honestly, the biggest book I ever sold and I've been selling books for a long time, since I was a kid, really, buying, selling, trading, was a Walking Dead book that sat in my boxes for 13 years. I bought it the day it came out. I bought 10 of them, sold 9 of them on eBay for $5 a piece, kept 1. Sat in my box for 13 years, didn't think about it much, and I was able to get it graded, and I got, luck would have it. It graded out at a 9.9, and I sold out for a whopping amount of cash. It made me feel good. I bought a lot of old Marvels and keys, and you're a little single-minded there, Smart Bridge. No, we just did a little preview and we're doing a little talk. If you little LJ says if you like a book and want to hype it, go for it because that may bring someone in that ends up loving it. Yeah, I don't mean hyping for like. Look, if you genuinely love the story or love the art, and you express that and you share that book with and I share that with you guys, I think look, if that opens up your eyes to a writer or an artist, that's cool. That's cool, man. I appreciate that. What's up, Tony? Hey, Shauna. Wait. Dude, I don't know. I really only have one girl that sells with me, and I'm not selling tonight, so. Let's see. I mostly buy variant covers and Walking Dead books. That's cool. What's happening, Sean? Oh, years ago, my Walking Dead one. There's actually a picture of it on my Instagram, but it's like way back at the beginning. But yeah, no, we were talking about how who made the comment? Tim made the comment about his most valuable books are books that have been sitting in his boxes for years. And I said, yeah, I had a book, Walking Dead 1. It sat in my boxes for 13 years until I got it graded. And I got lucky. I got a 9.9. There's a picture on my Instagram, and it's way back at the beginning, but it's there. And I sold that thing for a heap amount of cash, a whole bunch of bucks. What's up, ME Comics? Good to see you. What's up, Telekinetic Gauge? How are you doing? So we're just having a little talk about, seller motivations, hype angles. Like, I don't know. I find that, like, also, yeah, I see you've been posting a lot of the Golden Age books. Tony, I've seen you posting those on Instagram. Those are freaking awesome. You got some awesome books, man. No doubt. Yeah, but you know what? You're saying you don't collect for like a monetary value, but I think there's a value in the enjoyment of the story. And I think that's what I think a lot of people miss out on, honestly and truly, is the enjoyment of the story and the art. And that's just my opinion. It's only worth what it's worth. But to look at, like, when you start looking at comic books as a commodity, it's kind of like, well, they're comic books. They're not a commodity. A commodity is a resource, something you need, that has some functional use to me. I just, I think they're valuable. I don't doubt. I'm not saying comic books shouldn't have value. And there's a market, and the market bears what the value is. But that's just my my thoughts. So I know what you're saying. You need your comics and art. I need comics too, but it's not like it's not a need like food or water or stuff that you need to survive. I get what you're saying, Tony. Totally. I need a big box for you too. I got to figure that. Oh, I think your box is up here or something. No, it's right there. Yeah, spooky. I don't think you're going to get much out of eating your comic book collection. But, if you're just locked in your house and you just need something to do, you can read your comics, You know, and it might give you. I could, Tony. I could throw it in there. I probably won't, but I could. Well, yeah, I mean, it might give you something to read, Matt Spidey. Totally. It's totally something to consider. Having the something to read. Yeah, well said, LJ. Collecting is a want to own something, not a necessity. Hmm. So what else is going on, guys? Anybody looking for any books tomorrow specifically? I'm kind of been dropping my new book orders, not getting as much. I'm just more into focusing on back issues and some covers that I really like. I did order some cool stuff. I do have some cool stuff coming in. Hopefully it'll get here for Saturday. Mail's been a little wonky. Stuff that should have been here by now isn't, but you know, the weather and the shipping situations is understandable with the weather. So not much we can do there. Nuclear Family #1. What is who publishes Nuclear Family? I don't even know if I saw that one. Nuclear Family 1 in 15. What's up, Josh? I owe you money from the other night. Can I wait for tomorrow? Yeah. I don't have an auction tomorrow. I have an auction on Saturday, Josh. This is just like my preview. Thursday I do Teacher's Lounge. But yeah, whatever, that's fine. You can wait till Saturday. I'm fine. That's fine. No sweat. Oh, okay, Aftershock. Okay. Interesting. So many new series, it's hard to keep up with everything. It's like I know my oldies pretty good. I just had this out. I was looking at it. This is the old Stan Lee Mobius Silver Surfer 2-issue series. This is something out of my PC. Not planning to sell this just because I do have an extra, I think, #1. I don't have an extra #2. But I keep my eyes open for another #2. Then I'll hook one of you guys up with a set. This is one of the best 2-issue series ever. Stan Lee story and Mobius artwork. Mobius is a French artist. He didn't do a ton of American comic book work. But that's one of my favorite stories. Yeah, no problem, Josh. Oh, that stinks, LJ. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, Teleconnect. The Mobius Surfer is sweet. It's been funny. I've been buying a lot of I bought two poster buys on eBay, some Milo Manara posters, and then a Dave Stevens Vampirella poster. I don't know. I guess I've been on a little poster kick. Yeah, even if it happened years ago, it still stinks. But what can you do? That's life. Win some, lose some, I guess. Yeah, I really spooky. I agree 100%. I'm really moving towards more indies lately. I just rather read a 6-issue story that has a beginning, middle, and an end. I like a lot of the Brubaker stuff. I'm like halfway through Pulp. Gotta finish that. Got it somewhere. But yeah, there really seems to be like it's a independent renaissance in the last couple of years that it's really just there's so much out there. There's such a variety. It's cool to see like horror comics kind of making a comeback with like Ice Cream Man, and Something's Killing the Children. That, you know, do I have any back issue X-Men books? Yeah, I'm trying to do the whole the like giant the Cockrum Byrne X-Men run. I'm trying to put all that together. So I have like the major keys. I have Giant Size 1, 94. I've got a 4.0 94. This is my second copy. So kind of X-Men are kind of one of my favorites since I was a kid. So I have Giant Size 1, I have 94, I have like up to 100, I have 101, the Phoenix, I have like the Alpha Flight issues, the Starjammer issues, 129. I just got this one, 114. Just got this one the other day. But this is kind of like my X-Men era. Up to about the Paul Smith run. Yeah. X-Men up to about the Paul Smith run is what I get into. And I love that Paul Smith run. That's like when the Wolverine wedding issue, and there's the Kitty Pryde issue, and the Rogue issue. I really like that. It's like 8 or something issues. 8 or so. I'm not sure exactly. But my first X-Men book I ever got was X-Men Annual 5. I think I got that when I was like 8 or 9 years old. And then I got the X-Men Teen Titans. I picked up that X-Men Teen Titans crossover book in a 7-Eleven off a spinner rack one day. I was just out with my family when I was a kid, and I saw that, and I was like, wait a second, there's the X-Men, and there's Robin and the Teen Titans. It kind of blew my mind. Yeah, Silvestri's run was pretty good. I mean, I read all through the Jim Lee, the like the Jim Lee and the Silvestri run. I read all that stuff when it came out. What's up? What's up, Biggie? Definitely Custodian Ken. I read, at that point I was a regular reader. The Byrne Cockrum run is what I always wanted as when I was younger, and it was never that I was never able to like really commit to putting the run together. So now that I've been able to get the giant size in the 94, 95, 96, those early issues, I'm within striking distance of completing that run. Hopefully I'll have that what I want completed in the next, hopefully this year, but definitely by the next year. Might just be until we can get to shows, so I can find some good deals on the issues that I'm missing. And we got to figure out what I'm missing. But yeah, I love the Jim Lee run, like that one issue too. I think it's like 268, the one with Cap and Black Widow and Wolverine, and it's like the flashback. That issue is amazing. Yeah, I love Astro City, LJ. Love Astro City. Kurt Busiek, awesome writer. Brent Anderson, great artwork, fantastic stories. I'd give Astro City my highest recommendation. Samaritan and And who's the clown? There's the clown, kind of the jester looking clown. The hooded one. But yeah, Astro City. I mean, I haven't read that in a long time. I wouldn't mind rereading Astro City. But yeah, Jim Lee was great on X-Men. I definitely love John Byrne on X-Men. Big John Byrne fan, honestly. I just picked up off a buddy of mine the John Byrne She-Hulk trade paperback, the graphic novel from the 80s, the one that John Byrne did with the black cover. I just picked that up off a buddy. He's gonna mail it to me. I gotta buy a few more things from him. But yeah, Astro City was great. Yeah, they've done so many more of those series. They did the Dark Age and they had the Silver Knight. They did a story with him, or what was he, the Silver Agent? I forget the names, but man, I love Astro City. I read it for a long. I stuck with it for a long time. I remember reading like 3 or 4 trades. I remember one issue. I think it was Samaritan. He goes and has like coffee with like his arch enemy, but they have an agreement to like that they're not going to fight for a certain amount of time, and it's just it's that trope of the arch nemesis as like in a friendly environment. I don't know. It's just a cool issue that I remember. Yeah, like Dark Age was just one miniseries, but there's lots of parts of, there's lots of different storylines in Astro City. I mean, I know I probably have some Astro City trade paperbacks in my storage unit or something. Yeah, that's She-Hulk by John Byrne. I'm looking forward to getting that. Yeah, but see, I would honestly, if I'm honest with you all, I would rather I get more value out of the trade paperback that I can read. Like I said, Kurt Busiek, awesome writer, great stories. Brent D. Anderson, that's the guy who did the art for the X-Men graphic novel. God Loves, Man Kills, or Man Kills, God Loves, however it goes. Brent D. Anderson, that's the artist. He's top notch. And Alex Ross covers. What a good team. I'd love to see an Astro City book come out again. I don't know what's the deal with it, or I don't know anything else behind it, but yeah, Astro City was something special. I'm pretty sure I have a couple of copies of #1. That first one, Samaritan flying over the city. Here's a couple books I haven't really shown off because I was just able to get them, so I don't know if I'm really ready to sell them. This is the second print. What is this the second print of? What's up, Art Chemist? This is the second print of Venom #1. The Unknown Comics Virgin. So I was able to pick one of these up. I'll see if I can get another one, and then I'll let one go. And then this is Daredevil 610, The Death of Daredevil. This is the second printing, which is supposed to be tough to get. Those are two books I picked up in the last week. What's happening? How you doing, Archemist? How you doing, Arsenio? Everything good? Oh, excuse me. That's what it says, The Death of Daredevil. I'm not making it up. Look, right there. Might have been, figurative and not literal. Charlie Soule, Phil Noto. This is one of those kind of like books you don't hear too much about, but I don't know. It's a tough second printing to get. I just like Daredevil, so if there's a special Daredevil book or something, related to Daredevil, I like to get a copy of it. My probably like the Cockrum Burn X-Men run is one of my favorite runs. The Frank Miller Daredevil run is one of my favorites. And that includes the part that the story Born Again that Frank Miller did with David Mazzucchelli. They also did Batman Year One, which is awesome. And then I love the Walt Simonson Thor run. Walt Simonson's one of my favorite creators. Another just off the wall, one of my favorite really books of all time. I have the first appearance, I think, or the first issue in here somewhere. Is an independent book. Here it is. Yeah. This is Death Rattle 7 or Death Rattle 8. This is the first appearance of Xenozoic Tales, which was the cartoon known as Cadillacs and Dinosaurs, but the art is by a guy named Mark Schultz, and the art is just, let me see if I can get this to really just beautiful, really well drawn. It's this crazy world of literally Cadillacs and dinosaurs. So they have like cars, like 1950s cars, and like dinosaurs and monsters, and it just looks beautiful. Yeah, I would put the Perez run in Titans up there with that stuff. I mean, I was reading that stuff. I love that stuff. I have mostly my whole Teen Titans run autographed by George Perez, just because when I was a kid growing up in Florida, he lived in Florida and he was at almost every show I ever went to. So every show I'd get a couple of books signed by him. So I have a ton of George Perez signatures. And even when I had a chance to get a sketch from George Perez, I went with Kid Flash because I love the Teen Titans. Yeah, there's like a 7 or an 8 issue run called Xenozoic Tales. Really, and the first place I discovered that was in a trade paperback, and then I was able to pick up the run down the road. Yeah, that's dude. I love that's the dude at that time. The Titans were right there with the X-Men, because I'm telling you, I got that Teen Titans X-Men team up book when they went against Dark Phoenix and Apocalypse, or Dark Phoenix and Darkseid, and I got that in a 7-Eleven off a spinner rack, and that like put me in the direction of like X-Men and Teen Titans. So yeah, that's another great run. The New Mutants was a great run. I remember really enjoying that as a kid, probably because they were like kid superheroes, and I could like relate to that. But that's also probably why I like Teen Titans or X-Men. They were like younger more accessible. But I love Daredevil. I love those Frank Miller Daredevils, like with the issues with Elektra when she dies, and then Born Again with the David Mazzucchelli art. His art is just so great. I love that. The only those big artist edition books that IDW makes, they're like really oversized. The only one I have is the Daredevil one. It's just awesome to see his art at like original art size, reproduced like in high quality. That's a pretty cool book. I'll have to show you guys that one day. I got that in my storage unit too. So much stuff in storage. It's crazy. Yeah, I read it. I didn't go as crazy for Electra Assassin. You know, it's a good. I like it. And I love Bill Sienkiewicz, Angbald, but I didn't really like it. It's good. I enjoy it. Definitely a good read, but not it. What just didn't have the impact on me. Yeah, Tony, that Peter David run on Hulk was good too. I read that, dude. I got on the Hulk just before like McFarlane was on it, around 224. I think it might have been like an X Factor crossover. I think that's when I started on Hulk, and I was pretty much on Hulk for the next probably 10 years or so, 15 years. What's up, Comic Crack? Yeah, those artist editions are scary good. They really are. It's it's uh, it's really breathtaking way to see the art. Yeah, Angball, and dude, Sienkiewicz is he can be hit or miss. He's usually hit. Every once in a while he'll have a miss, but definitely the art is the big draw on that one. Hey, Tacoma. If anybody feels like hopping on, I dropped the link earlier. I'll drop the link again. I'll hang out for a little while. I'm just chilling, but anybody's welcome to join. Hop on for a minute or two if you want. Um, I haven't read Black Hammer. I haven't read the Black Hammer universe, but Astro City was just, to me, honestly, it was just one of those special things that just, whenever a new Astro City book came out, that was what I read first. That was like the go-to read. It just took the storytelling and the art was just, it's one of those books that take it to another level. It's like when you get a good, like, when you really learn to appreciate Mike Mignola artwork and you really like see what he does, like it's incredible. Another book that I used to really like was it's funny, he was just on this guy, Madman by Mike Allred. Just happened to be, I ordered this one copy of Crossover 4 just because he was on that cover. I used to read him back when he was first published by Tundra. I know he was in Creatures of the Id. I don't even remember who published that. That was his first appearance, but Tundra was the first like Madman book, I think. It was like a purple cover. That's a cool. That was a cool read. I liked that. There's 3 secret covers. How do I know if mine's a secret cover? Where did it go? I don't care. I'm not selling it. I got it because it was Madman. I want it. I'll look it up, but it's all good. I just liked how quirky Madman is, and I don't know where it is. I got the, what was it? X-Ray Robot, the book that Mike Allred just came out with. I got the trade. Started reading it. I like it. I just got to finish it. So many things started and so many things to finish. A bald one with him in it, and in purple, and one with a gold arm. Okay. That's cool. I don't care. Like I said, I'm just happy to have it because Madman's on the cover. But good to know. Yeah, seriously, so much to read. Man. that's you can't say that enough. I'm looking forward to like getting some stuff set up and being able to go through some of my books I have in storage. I haven't really seen those books in like, it's probably been a good 2 or 3 years since I've been able to really get access to this stuff with any kind of consistency. But what's the sword? Is that like the God Country sword he's using on the cover? You're doing a 500 comics hashtag on Twitter this year. Really helps the reading. That's cool. I mean, when I was a hardcore reader, like I used to get by a stack every Wednesday, and I just like, first it was just jumping on my bicycle and riding home and just diving into the books. Then it was when I was older driving. And just love reading books. Yeah, that's so many damn swords. That's the truth, bro. That's the truth. Who knows? Whatever. It's all good. I gotta catch up. I only read issue 1. They're up to issue 4. I'm sure I gotta track down some copies. I think I have them. I'm pretty sure I have them. Yeah, that's part of the agony and the ecstasy. I got so many comics, I lose track of them. And when I try to read a series, it's 4 issues. I got to try and track down the 4 the 4 issues. It can be challenging. But okay, guys, there's, make sure if you're hanging out and you haven't done it already, make sure you go to the to my quest for 1,000 subs contest giveaway video. It has all the prizes, the details. All you really got to do is watch that video, be subscribed, which at this point 9 of you watching are probably subscribed, and give it a thumbs up and leave a comment, and that'll get you an entry into the contest. And then if you want to make a video, I ask a couple questions in the video. If you want to make a video, that'll get you like I think 3 more entries, so you can get up to 4 entries on the wheel. I'm giving away a New Mutants 9.8 CGC 9, New Mutants 1 CGC 9.8 slab, and I have a Batman 90s 9.8 slab, the Matina Riddler cover. And then I'm going to give away some Gorilla Bucks. Oh, look who's joining. Some Gorilla Bucks. And, a nice Dr. Strange shirt. And maybe some other prize packs and stuff to get you interested, just to give out some extra prizes. What's happening, Simon?
Oh, yeah, finally home from work.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, it's been one of those days.
Cool.
Set this up a bit better. There we go.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. I didn't think you were going to still be on, but then when I saw it live, I thought, yep.
Well, people started coming in. We got a few, we got a little conversation going about favorite storylines and as long as like there's a give and take, you know, I like the interaction. I love the interaction with the chat. So as long as you guys are asking questions, and as long as as long as I see the number doesn't plummet to like 2, go from like 13 to 2 in a moment, I'm happy to answer
when I
questions.
first jumped on, there was only 5 people on, so
yeah, it was it's late. Whenever I start a late stream, it always takes a little while, and
people not hitting those bell notifications.
It's I don't even know if I trust that 100%, because there's times when I'm like, I'll see somebody's live and I'm like, I know I hit the bell, and then I'll look, and I hit the bell and I didn't get a notification. It's not absolute, I don't think.
Oh, it's like with when Shelby was trying to get 125 on Saturday, and a lot of people were like, "Oh, I thought I was subbed to you, but I wasn't." So here's a sub. You don't automatically. You might watch a lot of people's videos, but
that's the thing too. When you sub somebody, if you don't interact with their channel, I think they delete you after a certain amount of time. Honestly, because my sub count goes up, and then it goes down, and then it goes back up. It oftentimes, like even tonight, I was at 915 at one point. And then I think I went down to 913 or 914. Yeah, I'm at 914 right now. So
that's what the other Simon was saying to me as well. He goes, because he did a giveaway for 500, and he goes, he always waits about 2 weeks for it to sort of taper out a bit.
Yeah.
He goes, 498, 501, and 499, and 500.
I'm running my contest right now till April 10th. Now I should, by all just looking at how many subs I've gotten this month, this has been my best month ever for subs. In the month of February, I've gotten over 130 so far.
Yeah, it's skyrocketed.
Yeah, it's been my best month ever, and it's only 23 days, and it's more than I've gotten any other month. So by virtue of that, you would think within the next, say, 30 days, which would be March 23rd, I should get the 80 or 90 subs I need to get to 1,000. So hopefully by the time April 10th rolls around, I'll have, and the contest is over, I'll be past the point, enough past the point of 1,000 where a couple of subs plus or minus won't make a difference.
Yeah. Yeah, it was like when Carvey did it as well. When he actually ended his thing, he was like 1,030 or something like that. So enough leeway anyway.
Yeah. What's up, Lisa? How you doing, Lisa Noble? Lisa, have you seen the Dave Stevens Vampirella poster that I picked up? This isn't for sale, but I know you love Vampirella. So if you wanted to see it, I would pull it out, because you're special, Lisa. So if you want to see it, you let me know. The Vampirella Dave Stevens poster. It's from 1994. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't bother with the posters anymore. I used to when I was younger, but
yeah,
I actually loved the Midnight Suns. When you bought each of the comics, they came with a connecting piece,
right?
In the books, and yeah, that was awesome, because I love that story.
I don't know. I guess I never grew up. I have a soft spot for posters. I still have a bunch of posters from when I was a kid.
Oh, okay.
I even have a couple of the old Blacklight posters. I have an old Kiss Blacklight poster and a Led Zeppelin one.
Oh, I suppose I do have, but it's framed up. I can't get to it, but I have the Tobey Maguire, the first Spider-Man movie, when they released the first theatrical movie posters with the Twin Towers in his eyes.
Okay.
I actually have one of those.
So.
Yeah, that's nice.
Vampirella in a graveyard, basically. Just really classic Dave Stevens art. I love that. I've been on a roll lately with my Dave Stevens books.
Did he mainly do horror, or is he?
Okay. The biggest thing he's known for is he created Rocketeer.
Oh, okay.
Remember they made that like Disney movie of it?
Yeah, I probably got it on DVD somewhere.
And apparently they're rebooting it. But I think a girl's going to be the Rocketeer, which whatever. And that's really his biggest, like, what he's most well known for. He just did a lot of covers for Pacific Comics in the 80s. They were a comic store that became a distributor, that became a publisher. And he's just his art on a cover would sell probably twice or three times as many books. You know, just by virtue of him being popular.
Yeah, because I'd never heard of him until you started mentioning him. So probably because he never really did any of the books that I've got or anything like that.
Yeah, and he died early from cancer. Like he died young.
I remember you saying that.
Yeah. So I mean, but you know, just beautiful books.
So he didn't really do superhero type stuff though.
I mean,
or maybe an odd cover here and there.
Yeah, I mean, he did like Johnny Quest. I don't know if you call that. That's not really a superhero, more adventure.
But no, like Spider-Man, Captain America.
Well, I don't know. It's mostly I've known him as the Rocketeer, which is basically a superhero. I mean,
yeah,
this guy with a jetpack fighting Nazis. Yeah, I want to get a frame for it at least. I definitely want to get that thing framed. That's probably the last time I'm going to take it out to show anybody, but I wanted to make sure I showed it to you.
Yeah, the more you take it out, the more likely you're going to rip it or
yeah, exactly. So that's done for now. Done. But
you know what the funny thing is, after that bloody Jungle Action book went for that $900,
it blew up on eBay.
I jumped on eBay and I bought one from the UK for £90. Like a rough it wasn't nowhere near the quality of the one.
No, I get you. But I looked the next day and there was a 9.0 for $999.99.
Oh god.
It's like
mine probably would be maybe a 3 or a 4.
Whatever, but you know.
Maybe, but I don't care.
Dude.
You know what I'm like.
It's the same way. Like, okay, if a book on the first issue of something in a 9.8 is $100 or $200, but I love to read the story, I'd rather have the trade paperback for $20 that I can read and enjoy the story than to me that I don't see any reason. I don't know. I've kind of gotten to the point where if I want a book, like for example, like the book I just showed, like even this, okay, a different Dave Stevens cover. What do I care if this isn't a slab, whether it's a 9.2 or a 9.4 or a 9.6? I love the art, so I mean, it's not going to make me love the art anymore.
Yeah. Also, like a lot of my really old Spidey books, they're as rough as shit, but I don't care because they're complete. I love them, and I'll buy it for me. I don't care. That's why I don't care about slabs. Like they look cool and all when they're displayed and all that sort of stuff, but I'm not buying it for resale value or to I have a $1,000 book. I'm just buying it because I want it. Yeah. That's it. Like that's what I was discussing earlier.
I did that for a long time, but now I have hundreds of boxes.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I'm sort of slowly, because obviously the Spider-Man train is slowly getting harder and harder to to get to.
I
I'm
got
going
you.
after first
1, 3,
appearances.
4, 1, 3, 4, and 6.
Yeah.
I got my eyes open.
Yeah, I'm trying to just get some first appearance books just to say yes, I have. Doesn't matter the quality, just first appearance.
Well, I get it. You're trying to like round out your collection a little bit.
Yeah, instead of sort of going for runs and like I might buy a few runs and things that I like, but like that's why I bought the Iron Man of Tacoma first appearance of Moondragon. Not a big character, but
but it's a first appearance.
Yeah, for $40, I couldn't go wrong. So,
Yeah, if they're for your collection, that's it. Like my Golden Age. Yeah, Tony's got it. Yeah, if they're for your collection, that's it.
I've seen him posting his Golden Age stuff.
Yeah, he's got some sweet stuff. No need to grade them because I'm not planning to sell them. Exactly.
Yeah, he's buying them for himself, not for resale value. And I mean, Golden Age in a slab is going to be ridiculously expensive, even for a filler issue.
Yeah, you're hundreds of dollars. It's got to be for a non-key, non-special, nothing. Just the age and the history of it.
Yeah, and that's like a lot of people are like, oh, you ever going to buy a Golden Age book? The only Golden Age book I would ever buy would be anything in the original Captain America run, and that'd be it. But only if it was dirt cheap and it was, but that'd be it.
If you wanted one, you could find one for a reasonable price, like a raw copy. Yeah. You could get into one for a reasonable price. It's not going to be a major, key issue or anything, but you could get a Golden Age Cap book.
Like I just like to own like just one. As I said, like doesn't have to be an important issue or anything, just one. And that'd be it. If I never got one, I'd be wouldn't worry me. Just opportunity. That would be it.
Yeah. So. Yeah, Tony. Curious to see what they are, but the money you'd spend on grading Golden Age, because it costs more to grade them. You could buy an original art page. Yeah, it's if you're not going to sell it, why tie the money up? Boondock. I'm a serious Dave Stevens collector myself. Good to see more of us. Definitely, yeah. I'm a big Dave Stevens fan. Have been for a while, and I just found some of his books recently. I mean, I have the which is the one? Space Vixens? Is that the one that I got a bunch of Adam Hughes. So one day I'll have to make just my Adam Hughes collection video when I get myself organized.
When you get your own place and you can get into your storage.
Yeah, and I get all the storage stuff all in one place, and I could do a video series of just me organizing stuff.
I was going to say that's going to be some awesome viewing.
Just hours and hours of sorting, and I know I've got like the whatever I have, the couple hundred short boxes. I know I have them I have like the A's together, the B's together, the C's together. So I got to go in and fine tune the A's and the B's and the C's and all that. Put my 4 boxes of Batman comics in order.
And you said you had multiples in the boxes too, didn't you?
Yeah, I have all kinds. I buy multiples of lots of stuff. I think I have some early Ice Cream Man issues to dig up. I didn't
think that was out that long though. How long's Ice Cream Man been
only
going?
23 issues.
Oh, okay.
Well, I think I have issue 2 or 3 or something. Like a couple of those early issues. Yeah, I have this Space Vixens 3D, but I'm thinking of the other one. It's the one where they're on 2 girls on a rocket cycle, and then Adam Hughes did the Dirty Pair cover.
Space Vixens. It sounds like an anime.
It's a 3D comic. I have it somewhere. I don't know where I put it.
Like Gunsmith Cat or something.
Yeah, Gunsmith Cats is pretty good. I was a big fan of Gunsmith Cats. I read the books and watched the anime.
Yeah, I think
the artist was Kenichi Sanada, something like that.
Gun, sword.
Yeah, Dirty Pair is anime, but I think Adam,
Oh,
you did a Dirty Pair cover that goes for a pretty good penny. That was based on the Dave Stevens book that I'm thinking of.
Oh, it's too glary.
Minnie May and Raleigh Vincent.
Yeah. Gunsmith Cats.
Yeah, that's Raleigh Vincent. The other character is Minnie May.
I haven't watched it, because I had it on VHS.
She was a bounty hunter. What I liked was she was a bounty hunter, and her friend Minnie May was an explosives expert. And the characters were like anime style, but all the cars and guns were drawn like, stylized realism.
Yeah. Yeah, the big eyes and the little noses. Yeah.
You got it, Planet Comics. That's what I couldn't think of. Actually, I got it on a T-shirt. Here, I'll show you. I think I got it right here. I think I got it on a T-shirt somewhere. Oh man, always startling. Where's Planet? I know it's in here. Gonna make me a liar. Where's my Planet Comics T-shirt? Well, I don't know where it is. So I'm gonna have it.
Too much stuff.
Yeah. Ugh.
Yeah, it's like I've run out of room for all my T-shirts as well. I got piles of T-shirts like literally right next to the bed.
Dude, I probably have 2 or 3 big plastic tubs full of T-shirts. And
I think at last count, I had something like 300 comic book T-shirts.
Wow. Tony's asking if the comics they sell there is the Australian version. I think we went over this last time.
Yeah.
Basically, they did
it for a short while.
Yeah.
Like where it says, like in the corner box, instead of saying USD or UK, it'll actually say AUD. But they only did it, like in the 90s, a lot of the comic books I was buying at the newsagents were AUD. But then I started going to comic shops and things like that, and then they're all US, pretty much, or UK. So, but there's no, because a lot of people ask me, is there special Australian variants and stuff? And I'm like, no. We're not big enough in the market to have that kind of thing.
Gotcha.
So, because I know Tony was saying if there was any, like, Venom or symbiote type variants over here. I'm like, no.
Gotta catch them all.
Yep. Which reminds me, I've still got to look at what, because Tony sent me pictures of all these doubles and triples of all the Venoms he's got, and I'm like, I got to go through the boxes to find them.
That's the problem too. Like, you know what it is when you do like one title, like Amazing Spider-Man, and you're doing like one to whatever. It's easy. It's one to whatever. But
so they restart all the numbers.
When then they start restarting everything, and then you get into multiple. When I was young, it was easy because everything was either, like Action Comics, Detective Comics. They were their same numbering since they started. Batman was the same number. You knew there was one series of Batman until they started it for the first time.
They must have got a lot of complaints, and that's why they started doing the legacy numbers underneath.
It's just, I think it's just, honestly, it's been a buildup of year after year of them just not knowing how to run a good company. It's funny. I watched earlier. I watched an interview with of cartoonist Kayfabe was interviewing Todd McFarlane, and he was basically calling out like Marvel and DC for being completely stupid. when they rebooted all their books to '1, they made Spawn the longest running book.
Yeah, that's right.
Out, and it's like he said I've been doing this since 1992. Action started in the 30s. Marvel started in the early 60s. How are you going to let me have the longest running book when I started 70 years later?
Although it's sort of, I think it was more longest running, like creator owned type book.
No, but if you really think about it, there was a point where everything started back at #1, where they didn't. They've gone back now and they've done legacy numbering, and you had Detective 1000 come out, Detective 1027, but it's just not the same. It's not. They haven't been doing. They've
stuffed it up.
They've thrown a monkey wrench in the wheel. It's just not. It's just not the same.
Yeah. I think Amazing got to about 430 something or 440 something, and then they went volume 2. Started with the numbers 1 again. I think they went to about 30 or 40 issues, and then they went back to the numbers, and then they kept going back.
His point was like, are you selling more comics today than you were 15 years ago? Right? And it's like, no. So he's like, yeah, you do a #1, you go up a little bit, but it's really just a downslide.
Yeah.
If you look at the big picture.
But it makes it confusing for people trying to get into it
definitely.
as well.
It makes it very confusing. What's up, G-Rip? How you doing, my friend?
Because that's what I'm finding with, trying to collect Venom now. Like, obviously I've jumped on the boat very late. But they did the same thing. I think there's like 4 volumes or 5 volumes of Venom.
Yeah. Well, you have Venom, going back to the beginning, you have Venom Lethal Protector, then you have Venom Funeral Pyre, then you have, I think, the Madness. I don't even know.
Base or something, and then
there's a couple more, and then they have a regular series eventually, then they have another regular series, then eventually we get to the Donny Cates series.
Yeah. That's the thing, like nobody's selling any of the I bought some off Sands, but they were the mini-series stuff. The ongoing stuff, nobody's got them because they were not as, I don't know, maybe short runs. They weren't as popular, but
one of the places
from 150s onwards and the recent runs people like.
I'll pick up one of the places I hit. I did see he had a bunch of Venoms in his bins.
Because I know the first volume was, the first couple of stories called Shiver or something like that.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, like the drawing was all right. It was a bit more stylized, but it was all right. But I still want to try and get them. But yeah, everybody's just collecting the new Donny Cates stuff. That's pretty much what everybody's got.
Well, that's what everybody. You got to work a little harder for the other stuff.
Yeah, and I need to go to my mate's shop in Coburg, the one that I showed you the pictures of. If anybody will have it, he'll have it.
I picked these up. This is just nothing major, but an Art Adams original Sin variant with Magic and Thor.
Oh, nice. I almost thought that was Mark Brooks for a second then.
Colorful, but no, Art Adams. I got that one. And then I got these 3 issues Carnage. I'm not even sure. I got to figure out. This is from when the Axis storyline was going on.
Okay. Yeah, so Tony asked me about Carnage. I'm like, Venom's a big enough rabbit hole. I don't want to start going through all the other ones as well.
Yeah, this is a pretty wicked cover.
Isn't that some of the earlier series that I think Clayton Crane did?
I don't see his signature here. I don't know. I don't think this is Crane.
He did a lot of the early Carnage stuff.
It's a little too like.
A bit more realistic.
Yeah, he's a little more tight. This is a little like more. I don't know. Pretty cool though.
Yeah, it's a wicked looking cover. There's no signature on the front.
Let me look inside and see if they. There is a signature on number 1. I don't recognize it.
I thought it was. I thought it was Bianchi for a second then, but it's not. Yeah, I don't know. It actually does look familiar, but yeah, I'm not sure.
Lozano?
No, it wouldn't be Dave Messina. No.
It says, looks like Lozano. Lozano.
Oh, okay. Doesn't ring a bell.
That's what it looks like. Yeah.
You can't keep up. There's too many bloody artists.
Man, when I was a kid, I could just look at the books and I just knew from the styles. Now it's
like certain artists I can still pick up.
Yeah, definitely. I fought an Art Adams.
There's so many like European, Asian.
Yeah, and a lot of the art is done digitally, so there's there's a certain there's no line variation. Like everybody's hand is a little different with how the pressure and everything. There's just a certain uniformity, like a coldness to the line in digital. A good artist hides it, but
it's also like a lot of artists prefer a lot more shading, cross hatching. Like Frank Cho is cross hatch mad. But some guys are just purely just line artists. Don't put they let all the inker and the colorist do all the work.
Just 1, 2, and 3 of whatever series this is. 1, 2, and 3.
Okay. Because I know he did.
This isn't the Perkins run. This is Rick Spears, German Peralta, and Rain Burrito on all 3 issues.
Well, that'll be all interiors. Because I know there was a lot of Carnage books where they like putting the American flag on the front cover with Carnage all the time. But that was Clayton.
Alexander Lozano. So Tony, I did the artist.
He's the symbiote guy.
Yeah, Tony's got him. Good. Mike Perkins did a Carnage run. That's right. I got a Deathlock sketch from Deathlock the Demolisher from Mike Perkins. Cool guy.
Yeah, I've spoken to him online. He's never been out here. He wants to come out here. Yeah. I tried to get him out here actually, but couldn't get him out. He's not good timing and things, but I still got to get an original from him.
Yeah, he was super nice. I got it from, I don't know, I ordered it at one convention and then I got it 6 months later. He had it for me at another convention. It was actually
he's another very underrated artist. He does a lot of work, but not many people know his name.
Yeah.
It's a bit like Mike McCone's sort of like that as well. Like a lot of people know who Mike McCone is.
I don't it's what's weird? There hasn't been a new generation of artists. Image was that generation of artists came along and they were popular and they were pushing the arts form, and there just hasn't been there's been an artist I think part of it is maybe things have gotten too cover heavy because these artists come along and they don't do anything but covers. And is it because they can't do interiors?
And they're all digital guys too.
You know, I don't know. Yeah, it's like nobody puts in like does a run. You know, even a 6 or 12 issue run. Forget about, you know, a 40 or 50 issue run, but
yeah, no, it doesn't happen.
that's just not.
That's probably why Spawn is, you know, is winning the awards for that sort of stuff, because Todd McFarlane has done a lot of it, and there's only been a few artists. Although in saying that, he made a new announcement the weekend, I think it was. He's got a whole heap of new artists.
Yeah. Donnie Cates is gonna work with him.
Yeah,
they're doing like a Spawn verse.
And one of my good Brazilian mates, Paulo Sequeira, is going to be doing a bit too. So I'll be interested to see that.
Oh, nice.
I just hope the missus doesn't want any of the original art.
I just feel like, dude, it's just, you know, yeah, they're doing some crazy covers, and I buy them like everybody else. But my thing is, if we've just forgot, if the gap from the covers to the interiors is so great, and nobody opens up the books to read them anymore, why are we even publishing comic books? We should just publish big trading cards with the art on it.
Yeah, or just posters. Yeah.
You know, why do we need comic books? Just do a mini poster and put it in a bag and board, and it's probably serving the same purpose.
Yeah, like variant covers are cool and all, but do 1 or 2. Don't do like what was the last Ronin had 82 versions of the first book.
It's a straight. I mean, look, I don't know. I can call it a cash grab. They are a business. They're trying to make money, but
like it gives artists work. I'll give it that. Like that's the good thing out of it. But for a collector, it's ridiculous. But in saying that, I'll buy an occasional variant if it just catches my eye or if I like the artist. You know, like I like Delano's stuff if he does a variant cover, or Ken Lashley or somebody who I really like, I might buy it. But I'm not going to specifically go out and look for it.
Clayman's a pretty solid artist. I do like Clayman's art.
Yeah, he's good.
I do like him.
He's on my commission hit list, but he's getting harder and harder to get a hold
of. There's definitely good artists working. I just feel like they're not getting. There's not a lot of attention given to any artists that are working month in and month out. I don't know.
Yeah, you're either the really old school guys, or the guys, as you said, from Image. So Jim Lee, Todd McFarlane, Silvestri, all those sort of guys. But yeah, a lot of the new guys have maybe done 1 or 2 covers and a variant here and there, and they're like the biggest thing since sliced bread, and they haven't really done the work. So it's like, everybody's favorite, guy, J. Scott Campbell. You either love him or you hate him. Everybody.
He's one of those guys who honestly, I think he kind of like he went up. He got to a point where his style was really, really well liked. And then he kind of did the same thing for a long time. Like there's not like, it almost looks like you're looking at mannequins. Like he takes the hair off and puts the hair on. It's almost like he's just got like these forms. He's got these basic forms, and
no variation except for like hair and eye color, and that's about it.
Yeah,
the costume.
Yeah, there's just not enough. Like it's not like it's too stiff almost.
Yeah. It's just repetition, pretty much. And
I don't know, I love older artists like Alex Toth and Al Williamson, Milton Caniff, all those old school guys that people wouldn't respond to them in today's, in the current world, but
That's why, like I tried getting a lot of the older artists because I missed a few people like Herb Trimpe. I wanted a commission from him. He passed away. Who else was there? There's been so many old school artists that have just passed away in the last sort of 5-10 years that I've missed. Darwin Cook's another one.
Dude, my friend, I hooked my friend up with DC, the Last Frontier. Is that what it's called, or no? He did those series for DC.
Oh yeah, Justice League, Final Frontier. Yeah,
Final Frontier, right? So I was at MegaCon one year in Florida, and I was at his table, and he was showing his book of original art, and I was on the phone with my friend Shannon, and I'm like, hey, I'm at Darwin Cook's table. She's like, oh, awesome! I won the charity lunch with him. I'm coming up tomorrow for it, and I'm like, oh, he's just showing his original art. She's like, does he have that last page with Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman from New Frontier? I'm like, I think so. Yeah, it's right there. What's up, Chaos and Comics? And she's like, will he hold it for me? And like, I was kind of not in line, but I was like right at the front of the line. And I just like real quick, I was like, hey, Darwin, my friend will win the lunch with you tomorrow. Will you hold that piece for her? He's like, it's $1,000. And I go, it's 1,000. She's like, no problem. And I'm like, no problem. She'll get it.
That's
like,
cheap.
okay. Yeah,
I was waiting for you to say like $5,000 or 10,000.
This was a long time ago,
Oh yeah.
We're talking 10, 15 years ago, maybe. Maybe more. I don't know.
Yeah, things are like even a crap page now is $500. Doesn't even have the main character on it.
What's up, Joe 47771? How you doing, man? Just hanging out, chilling, doing a little comic talk, seeing what's going on with everybody in the chat. Just really hanging out, nothing major. This is when I can talk to my buddy Matt Spidey down under. It's just,
I wish I could say the chat, but I can't say it on my phone.
Well.
I'm
pretty much showing it. Chaos says, "Was up?" Joe saying, "What's up? What's up, Ben Compton? Good to see you." Tony says, "What's up to Joe?" Chaos, Joe, we both switched over. Oh, that's cool. Where were you guys hanging out before? It's all good. It's all cool. I know there's always plenty, different things to. I was in and out of a couple of streams tonight. I was watching what was I watching? Oh, I was watching Slabman with Kylie Comic Bro and DS and Geek Aficionado. They really didn't talk much about slabs. They were more talking about pressing and cleaning books. It's kind of I found it kind of interesting. Just I don't know much about it. Everybody's just saying hello to everybody. Joe says, "Yo, Ben, Tony." Ben says, "Hey, Joe."
Backwards and forwards, yeah.
Yeah.
That's all. Are you going to go down to the thing that Barney's being a part of?
Yeah, I'm going to try and swing by Saturday morning. I'm free. I don't have anything to do, really. Maybe I can pick up some cool books for the auction Saturday night.
Not too much Silver Age.
Other people like Silver Age too,
I know.
You don't have to buy it.
Yeah, I know. The stupid thing is, it's like I was talking to somebody, and it's like I can't remember what I bought, so I might even have doubles in those boxes. I don't know. I haven't been keeping a list or anything. I've just been like, yeah, I like those books. I'm just going to buy it.
Chaos is asking, what part of Australia are you from?
Melbourne. So, state, Victoria, city, Melbourne. or outer suburbs of Melbourne.
Yeah, man. I don't know. You might, but it's not bad to have doubles. You always have something to trade.
Yeah, but there's nobody else. Like, if I get anything that I don't really want or whatever, I give it to Simple Simon.
Well, that's cool.
Because like I had some Spawn books that Beck gave me, the missus gave me as doubles and stuff, and he said he wanted a Spawn #1, and so I just gave it to him. And
that's cool.
There was a Spawn #9 in there, first Angela, and I even found I had a bloody signed Spawn in there from Whilst Potasio as well. I just gave it to him because I was like, I want to just stick to Marvel. That's it.
I think I have 2 copies of Spawn #1 that I had signed by George Perez because he did a pinup. He did a pinup in the back of Spawn 1.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking, what the hell did George Perez sign it?
I know, it's weird, right? Keith says he lived in Sydney for 6 months.
Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah, we don't like Sydney down here. it's one of those sort of, state versus state sort of rivalry sort of things.
So when does the block start back up down under?
Oh, who cares about the block?
I don't even know what that is.
Oh, it's
who cares about it?
It's like a reality. It's a reality TV show where they either have like rundown houses or an apartment block.
This is all the reality TV I need.
Yeah, you don't want. Some people like it. It's not my sort of thing.
Chaos says Simple Simon's a cool guy too. Yeah, Simple Simon's definitely a cool guy. I've been catching a few of his streams and stuff. I was hanging out in his with him and who was he with?
Sanimation.
Yeah, Sanimation.
She is an absolute pisser. She's so funny.
Yeah,
she got no filter whatsoever.
They were doing their cover thing. They do.
Oh, the sexy cover battle. Yeah.
Yeah. I said, you don't even want to get me in there. I'll blow you away. I'll just start pulling out the craziest Vampirellas you've seen.
I was actually half tempted to buy that Vampirella slab for him, but I don't really want to spend $100 and something on just an AOK. I'm not that rich.
I feel you. I've
already got a couple of Vampy books in my thing for him anyway, so. He likes. He's a legs guy. He loves covers with legs on it. So,
well, maybe if there's some room in the boxes when it comes time, I'll throw a little something in there for Simple Simon.
Well, his channel's the first live stream we ever jumped on. So we did because he does a lot of stuff, as you might have seen some of the videos he does with Mark, his comic book shop guy. Yeah,
I saw the one with the cover battles, and then I saw the one at the comic shop.
Yeah, he does that. He does that nearly every week. He goes on Wednesdays, which is New Comic Book Day. Same here as well. And he'll pick like a topic. I've been on a few of those videos, but first live stream I did was with Simon, Mark, the comic shop, and another guy from Sydney, Think Geek Theory. He's another new sort of YouTuber sort of thing, just starting out.
You have to bring him around.
Let
me meet him. Keith says he remembers Big Brother had its own channel down there and showed the people 24 hours a day with no filter.
Yeah, it was on
showers.
That was a while ago, though. Most of them now, they only just do an hour at, sort of 6 o'clock and then one at like 11 or 12 o'clock, but I don't watch that crap either. I'm not really a reality TV sort of person.
I watch a couple of shows like WandaVision and
the old comic book shows, yeah, but not.
I'll watch
not
Falcon
reality.
and Winter Soldier when it starts.
I don't know how you guys put up with all this bloody housewives of every single city in America crap.
We got to figure out. I know there's like I'm pretty sure there's another season of Winona Earp I need to watch.
Yeah, I enjoyed that actually. I watched that on Netflix, and I watched the first or the 2 seasons that they have on there.
I think they're up to season 4 though.
Oh, yeah, I haven't seen anything else pop up on, but we don't get get the amount of stuff on Netflix. We only get about 30 to 40% of what you guys have on Netflix.
Oh,
So, which sucks.
yeah.
I actually enjoyed Sabrina as well. I actually found that quite.
Yeah, I like
quite
Sabrina.
Good.
Sabrina was pretty good. I felt like it kind of like lost. Well, have you seen the last season?
Yeah, I watched all the 4 seasons or whatever it is.
Like I just felt like it. They wrapped it up nicely. Like it had an ending.
Yeah,
I just feel like it lost its way somewhere.
Yeah, it lost a bit of momentum, I think, and they were probably fishing for stories, I think.
Yeah.
Well, but it was still good. I still enjoyed it.
Yeah, I definitely enjoyed it. She was good.
Yeah, the other one I watched, there's only one season because it only just came out, is it's called Fate, the Winx Saga. It's based on, there's an old cartoon called Winx Club, like fairies and stuff, which was pretty crappy, but this wasn't too bad for the first season. So it's all magic and, you know, fairies and stuff and whatever, but it's actually pretty good. Did you ever watch the Van Helsing series on?
Yeah, I watched like I want to say the first season or first 2 seasons. I liked it. I just fell off of it. Like it's one of those things like when does the next season start? There might have been 2 seasons since I watched it. I might not have like a place. I might not have like I don't have any. I mean, like my aunt has cable out in the living room, but I never go out in the living room. I don't like sit there and watch TV. That's where she watches. I sit on my computer. I don't have like I got rid of my YouTube TV because I was like sick of paying $50 a month and not really watching anything. So I mean, I have like Hulu and I have Amazon, but I don't really watch much. I watch my WandaVision on Disney. They'll come out with like one show I want to watch it, and then I'm like, whatever.
Yeah, I try to, because I love vampires and werewolf type shows and that sort of stuff. And I tried watching, and they look more like zombies in the first. Like I watched about 2 episodes, I couldn't watch it anymore.
One of my favorite movies from when I was a kid is An American Werewolf in London.
Yeah, that's classic.
I remember seeing that in the movie theater with my dad. He would just take me to whatever movie he wanted to see.
Yeah, I love that. That's awesome. They did a. I wasn't tied into it, but they did one, A Werewolf in Paris.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad.
No, I mean, it just wasn't like there was just like something special about seeing that when I'm like 8. I was like 8 or 9 years old, so it's like a different level of like susceptibility to it. I don't know.
Yeah, that was that. I remember. I still remember this. I can't remember how old I was. I might have been, maybe 9 or 10 or something like that. I was with my mate who lived 2 doors up from me. This was when I was in a different suburb from where I am now, and we had nothing to do for New Year's Eve. All the mothers and sisters and brothers and everything had all gone out, and my best mate's dad took us to a 11:50 screening of Nightmare on Elm Street 6, which was the 3-day one in the cinemas. And we're only like 8 or 9 or 10 or something like that going to an R-rated movie. Like that, well, and they let us in.
My dad would take me to see whatever movie he wanted to see. So I saw a lot of I saw Alien in the movie theater, the original Alien.
Well, that was R-rated too when it came out.
Yeah, when I was like probably, what is that? That's 79. I was like 4. I'm 46. I'll be 47 next month.
Yeah, I'll be 40. I'll be 42 on Monday.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm the first. So.
Yeah, the transformation into a werewolf in American Werewolf in London was awesome.
Oh yeah.
His hands grow and it just
the skin starts peeling back and that was awesome.
52, yeah. I'll be 47 next month.
I'm probably lucky I got a young face.
Yeah, people tell me I don't look my age, but I don't, I tell them it's just I'm chubby and I fill out the skin really good, so you don't see any wrinkles.
I remember one of the comments when I did the first time with Carvey on the original Art Hour, and I think it might have been Unruly Simeon. He said something like, "This guy's too young to have so much fire art," or something like that. I'm thinking, how young do they think I am? Do they think I'm like 20 or something?
That's funny. Your grandmother took you to see Alien, LJ. That's pretty awesome. It's not till next month, but if I stream that day, Captain Comics will finally.
That'll be the one time he doesn't say it.
Yeah, I'll have to. That's the one stream he won't be there for. I'll be visiting my family in Atlanta on
That's right.
birthday. So I'll still bring my computer in.
I've got the day off from work on Monday, but I think the missus has to work, so I won't be doing anything anyway. I think I'll just have a sleep day.
I'm gonna have to on Friday. I'll have to try and buy a comic collection so I can have some books to sell on Saturday.
How'd you go with that shop that you wanted to check out? Was it Fire Force or whatever? Did you end up going?
Oh yeah, we went on Monday. I picked up a few books. I want to go back there because I know they had a bunch of Venom books.
Oh, okay.
They had some
more of an old school sort of shop, are they?
Yeah, they just had a lot of bins to dig through. A lot of books. So
yeah, nothing like digging through boxes of random comics.
Yeah, right. They actually have some metal file cabinets. They have some bins, but then they actually have some metal file cabinets they keep the books in.
Yeah, I've got a mate of mine who does that. He's he started buying more trades and omnibus and stuff like that, but he kept all his floppies actually in like big long filing cabinets.
No DVDs for sale. Fresh News 24/7. Thanks for stopping by. We're just talking. It's really we're just talking generally about movies, TV, comics, that kind of stuff.
I have about 3,000 DVDs around me in this room, but I'm not selling any of them.
When the alien, your grandma almost puked when the baby alien popped through his chest. That's hilarious. Yeah. Chest burster.
What year did Alien come out? 77.
Let me check. Instead of guessing, I don't think it was 77 because I would have been too young to. 79.
70. Oh, okay. So it came out the same year I was born. Okay. Yeah, I probably wouldn't have seen it until I was probably in my early teens, I think.
I saw the covers for the new Marvel Aliens comic. They have some pretty sweet covers.
Yeah. Yeah, I did cave in and I bought the Venom one where he's like, it's just the head to head sort of thing. I did buy that because I thought that was pretty cool. So, some of them look good, but the Shang-Chi one looked a bit, I don't know, there was too much blurriness at the bottom as he's sort of rising up.
Yeah, I don't know. I think they have a little bit of, I don't think they know how to handle Shang-Chi right.
Yeah. It seems to be, they're just trying to cash in on the hype because the movie coming out. So, which was filmed here too. They filmed it up in Queensland, I think.
Did they? Interesting. Right. Yeah, the Scotty Young alien cover is pretty awesome. I'm definitely gonna order some of those.
Oh, is it just a new one coming out?
Well, it's coming out. It's on the final order cutoff this week, so it'll be out in like 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
The other big book on the final order cutoff is Carnage, red, black, and white, or something.
Oh yeah, that's new. Yeah, they go because they did the Wolverine series.
That's got a bunch of wicked covers. There's a Gleason cover that's kind of like the spider web, the Carnage. What's up?
Have the third print come out yet of the Spider-Head, the blue one?
It hasn't come out yet. I ordered some of them. If you need one, I'll put one in your box. Don't even worry about it.
I got the white one. I got the red one. I got the white one here, the red one with you. Now I need the blue one. I'm not going for the other one, because the other one was too expensive. The white with the black, the white background, that was too expensive. Because that was like, what, $100 variant or something. It doesn't look as good as the black background ones either. Well, it still looks cool, but yeah, that one. I don't think it looks as cool as the other ones.
I don't know. I don't think it's $100 one. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, because I haven't seen any of those over here. I've seen the white and the red ones, but never seen any of that one over here. But we don't get as many variants as what you guys get unless you specifically try and order them. That's probably why you just don't see them on the shelf.
Yeah, I'll probably get the variants, Tony. Tony's asking if I get the variants for the Carnage. Yeah, because I'm probably going to order a bunch of copies of that book. That might be one of the last ones I order. It just stinks I got to order both the aliens and that book on the same week.
So the aliens are getting their own book, though, aren't they?
It's Tony. It's been going for around 100. You know, I probably wouldn't ask for 100 for it, but
99.
No, I mean, I don't know what I haven't really looked it up.
Yeah.
I don't mind hanging on to it either. You know, I'm not dying to sell it.
Oh, did you only get one?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're doing an alien-only book, aren't they?
Yeah, that's on this week's FOC.
Is it an ongoing or just a mini?
I think it's an ongoing.
Oh, okay.
Let's see if I can get us some graphics. Let's see how slick I can be.
And presto.
Yeah, it's going to take a few seconds here. It's a lot of covers.
Oh, God. All these people that own a Cintiq or a Wacom tablet doing covers and getting paid for it, and it takes them like 20 minutes to do it.
Yeah, I got to get me one of those. Let's see.
Yeah, they're not cheap either. You get a basic one, I think. I know over here you can get a basic one for about, I don't know, $100, $200. But the professional ones are, yeah.
I don't like how that looks. Give me a second. I can do it better than that.
I can hear a lot of clicking, but not much happening.
Yeah, no, it's gonna. I'm setting it up.
What's Teacher's Lounge? Teacher's Lounge on Kirk's channel this week, isn't it?
Yep, it'll be on Kirk's channel this week. That is right. Who's this? Gleason.
I'll leave my bagging and boarding for then.
Nice. Okay. So that is the N-Hook Lee.
That looks pretty wicked.
Right? That's
he's a mixture. A lot of his covers are done digitally, but he can still draw like awesome in traditional as well.
I'm not like, have a good night, Sean. I'm not totally against digital. I just think like if your stuff looks amazing digital, but if I hand you a pencil and you can't draw a house, something's not.
Yeah,
something's wrong in Denmark. You know,
it's like I probably shouldn't go down this rabbit hole because there's a lot of people who like him and there's a lot of haters. But Matina is a serial copyright. Like he basically copies people's poses.
Well, dude, honestly, like if I would just say I don't care if I copy poses, I could draw anything.
Yeah, see, he'll literally rip off like landmark, covers, and just do it in whatever the book he's doing it in, and it's all done in digital. But he does some all right stuff traditionally, but it's nowhere near as good as the digital stuff. Like Inuk Lee, he's both awesome, traditional and digital.
Yeah, I just shared my whole window. Okay, so now I can click around. That's the Scotty Young. You see the Scotty Young one now?
Oh, that's awesome.
Right? Okay.
Kirk will definitely want that.
That's the Ron Lim one.
Oh, Ron Lim. Awesome.
That's the Peach Momoko.
I can't even tell what one that is.
It's the Alien Queen, I think, and just like the tail wrapped around.
Okay. Bit hard to say on my phone. That's probably what it is.
That's the Gleason.
That's like a homage cover to Alien movie.
Yeah, that's just cool. And then that's in.
Yeah, I like that.
That's like the full body xenomorph.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Okay.
Yeah, that looks pretty cool. I'm not a massive alien. I was more of a Predator guy than Aliens, but they still look cool. I'm surprised they haven't tried to bring back. Is there any Predator books still going on, or?
There will be. This is all predicated because Disney bought Fox. They got Predator and Aliens. So first they're bringing out Aliens, then they'll bring out Predator. Before too long, you're going to see Marvel versus Predator variants.
Venom versus Predator would look awesome.
I wouldn't doubt it. I want to see the Thing fight a Predator. Telekinetic says digital can look great, and I appreciate it, but there's a lot of digital tools out there that make drawing really easy. Great traditional art is always amazing. Yeah, dude, when the person, man or woman or beast, can pick up a pencil and create something, that's magic.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Young cover is going to be sweet. I'm going to buy a ton of those.
That'll be going to the Scotty wall for sure.
I don't know, Tony. I mean, they did covers with all the heroes. I think we're going to find out that the Broad have secretly been the aliens all along.
It was pretty much, I think, nearly every single main book they did a variant cover with.
Yeah, they were all over the place. I would imagine we're going to see the Predator too. How could you not? If you own the rights, like Disney owns the rights to Predator, they were part of the buyout of 21st Century of all their properties. So how could they not?
Because I thought most of the Predator and Alien stuff came out of IDW.
Well, it was it Dark Horse? It was Dark Horse first.
Oh, okay. Because I know Nika have all the toy line rights.
Well, Who had him back in that?
There's actually an artist who lives in Melbourne, Tristan Jones. He's a good mate of mine. He actually works in one of the comic shops in the city. He does a lot of the Aliens and Predator art for the books and for the toys and stuff like that.
Oh, that's pretty cool. So they're
He still
revealing
owes me a commission,
Marvel
too.
covers already. So I'd assume they're coming. Yeah. Predators are on the way.
Nice. Get to the chopper. Right.
Great. That means you can have Gladiator fight a Predator out in space.
Yeah, I could just think of the combinations now. I still reckon, yeah, Venom or Thanos versus.
Have you ever seen that? Have you ever seen that fan-made film of Wolverine fighting a Predator? It's like a live action fan-made film.
Is that the one done out of like South America or something?
They're in a jungle. They're definitely in a
series.
jungle.
There's a series of them. I've seen Wolverine versus Wonder Woman like on a beach.
Yeah. There was a Superman versus Hulk, I think. But the Predator Wolverine one was good.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen that one.
It's worth looking up because Wolverine was short too, so it like visually it looked right. Wolverine was short, Predator was tall.
You look like you're supposed to be 5'3", like you're supposed to be in the comics.
Yeah, like a shrimp. Yeah, unfortunately, they landed in the wrong universe for Batman vs. Predator vs. Aliens, Tony. They did that book, I think. But now they're in the wrong universe.
It's actually about one of the only DC books I ever bought was the 3-issue miniseries of Batman vs. Predator. I think Andy Kubert did it. That was in the early 90s, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
And it's like, obviously not giving too many spoilers away, but I remember just like one of the last panels is of the last book, and Batman's fighting the Predator just with a baseball bat.
Hey.
So, and that was actually, it was a good little mini series.
Whatever gets the job done.
Yeah. Stuff all the gadgets, go for the old baseball bat.
Cool. That and the Sun is a channel. You'll find that Wolverine vs. Predator. It's really cool. I'll tell you that. Yeah. I remember that now that you say it. Bat and the Sun is the name of the channel.
Oh, okay.
Where you find the Wolverine vs. Predator. It's really cool.
I'll have a look for it later.
Yeah, definitely worth watching.
I'm gonna have dinner first, so I haven't had dinner yet.
Sounds good. Well, I think I'm getting kind of tired, so I think I'm gonna wrap it up. So thanks for hanging out, man.
No, thanks for having me again.
For sure. Thank you to everybody in the chat. It's been fun. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I wouldn't disagree. Digital art is like auto tuning and singing. Exactly. There's something underneath, but it dresses it up.
It's called miming.
You're welcome, LJ. Thank you for hanging out. And remember, let everybody know that all your buddies on YouTube, check out my channel. I'm trying to get the subs up to 1,000. I got the contest going, the giveaway, good stuff. I'm going to give away some cool prizes. It's pretty easy to join. All you got to do is subscribe, like my quest for 1,000 subs video, and leave a comment, and you get an entry. And I'm giving away a couple of 9/8 slabs, some Gorilla bucks to use at the auction, maybe some other prizes. We'll see. I'll find some other stuff to give away too, probably. But thank you to everyone for hanging out tonight. I will probably see you Thursday on Comics on the Mind's channel. Please, if you're not subbed up to Comics on the Mind, Um, if you're not subbed up to Comics on the Mind, his link's in the description below, or you can just search Comics on the Mind. Mind is spelled MYND. I will be on. We do our weekly Teachers Lounge show. We go back and forth on our channels. This week will be on his channel, Thursday, 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and then I'll see you guys Saturday. Thanks, Dave. Appreciate it. Always try to make it interesting. Tony says, out of shrimp
Ah,
on the bar before me. That's you got to be sick of hearing that one.
we don't even do that.
I love it. I love it. Later, guys. LJ says so. Okay, guys. Have a good night, everybody. Till next time for more Gorilla Todd goodness and friends.